With our cat stretch, we're going to lift the spine to the ceiling, drop the belly button to the mat, paint the eyelashes up the wall, look up. Then contract that spine, lift it up to the ceiling, we're looking down at your knees. Opposite way, lift up. We've got at least 3 more each way. Really enjoy this stretch. See how that body's feeling. Nice. 2. Last one. We want to take the hips and come into a big hip rotation here. So you can really free up this movement. Drop the head, whatever feels good here. Getting those hips moving. Big rotations, as big as you can. And we're going to do the other side. Three, 2, last one. Take a nice up dog stretch. We're going to come through a cat stretch, sink the hips down to the heels for your first child pose. If ever anything gets too intense, you can always come back to this stretch. Connect with the breath. We want to breathe in when we look up. Breathe out when you come down. And walk the hands even deeper. From there, we're going to walk the hands to the left side of the mat. You can put one hand over the other to get a really nice stretch through that side body. And other side. Good. From there, we're going to thread that needle through. So one arm comes under. We're going to take the arm either up to the sky, or you can leave it in the child's pose. Try and drop the ear to the mat, get a deeper stretch. Warming up through the upper back and the shoulders. Other side. From there, we're going to take the right leg through. Low runner's lunge here. We want to make sure this leg's at a 90 degrees. Dropping one hand to the mat, opening up through the chest with the same arm as leg. Come back down. Stretch it up. For a deeper stretch, you can lift the knee off the mat and come back down. We have 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold a plank. Whether that's a high plank or you need to drop to your knees, we're going to hold for 30 seconds here. Let's go. Keep it strong. Take the modifications. We're halfway there. Keep connecting the breath. Don't hold your breath even though it feels easy to. Ten, 9, 8, stay strong, we've got this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg comes through. You can drop the knee into a low runner's lunge. Make sure that knee and that ankle are in line in that 90 degrees. Take the stretch up to the sky, open up through your chest. Hands come back down on the mat. Open up through your chest, rotation. Breathe in. Exhale back down to the mat. Keep going. Again, a challenge. You can lift the knee off the mat. Good. For 3, 2, last one. Take it back into a plank hold. We're either dropping to the knees and you've got shoulder taps here. Otherwise, leg pull front. We lift one leg up to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, push back into down face dog. Walk out that dog. First time being in this position today, so we really want to take care of our hamstrings. You can drop both knees, lift them back up, lift the hips to the sky. Walk out that dog. Bend both knees. Walk it out. We're going to walk all the way in to our feet. Take a big inhale up, forward fold. Grab hold of your ankles, pull yourself through. Reset. Another big breath up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to grab the shoulders or the elbows, whatever's available, and sway from side to side. Let's bend one knee, lift up to the sky, crack that chest open. Other side, bend the knee, opposite arm comes up, take a big stretch, and grab a hold of the ankle if it feels good. Other side again. Gonna do 2 more on each side, really open up through that chest area, crack the chest open to the sky, get the nice twist in the upper back. 2, 1 more on each side. Let's keep it going. Keep connected with your breath. We're going to roll all the way up. Last thing to come up is our head. Peel the top up to the ceiling. Come to a standing position. We're going to walk one foot in front. Sink down into the hips for our lunges. Front leg bends, back leg is straight. Fingertips come to touch for our balance. We're touching the toes. If you want a challenge, you can bring the knee all the way up into a balance. Come back down. Keep that breath going for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your last one, hold. Engage that core. Bring both feet together. We're going to step it out. Come into a nice hip hinge. You can either take the hands to the floor, bend, micro bend in those knees. See how the body's feeling. If it's in your practice, you can forward fold all the way down to the mat. Forearms come down, and the head of the crown of the head is placed on the mat. Wherever you are in your practice. Let's take a few breaths here, really enjoying that hinge and that stretch. We're going to come to your other side, so making sure your opposite leg is in front. We want to square the hips into the way of the direction that we're facing. Fingertips come to touch. Let's get ready. We're either tapping the feet, coming back into a lunge, or one leg comes up, we come back down. Up to you. You can choose. We're here for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1. We're going to take a big stretch up, come down, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. We want to come into down face dog and catch your breath. The next flow, we're going to take the leg up. Whether that's knees touching or you want to take a full arabesque, it's up to you. We're going to crack the hips open to the side, turn them to face the mat. To the side, to the mat. If it helps, you can look to the side where you're turning to, then back down to the mat. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Sweep the leg all the way through. We're coming into a pigeon here. Come over that front leg. Take a few breaths here. We're going to come up and back down to the mat. For a deeper stretch, you can lift that knee, or you can take the arms out in front of you. Up to you. You know your body more than I do. Optional challenge balance here. King pigeon, you can grab a hold of the back foot. Relax into that stretch if you've done it before. Take a few breaths. Come back down to your sleeping pigeon. Weight comes on the front hand. We push back into a down face dog. Walk it out here. Other side, we're going to lift that leg up to arabesque, or if your knees are touching, we stay here. If you're in arabesque, we crack the hips open to the side, rotate them to the mat. For 3, 2, come all the way down into a sleeping pigeon. Hands come out in front of you. Lift that leg off the mat, come back down. Lift, back down. Good. Nice little flow here, raising the heart rate. Slowly, slowly, we continue to float. Let's come up. Optional king pigeon here. Hold and stretch out that front thigh if you've done it before. Otherwise, we stay in a sleeping pigeon. We're down here on the mat. Arms can come out in front of you. Let's place the hands on the mat. The weight comes on your hands. We pivot that toe. We push back up into a down face dog. Let's get ready for some ankle taps here. So take the feet hip distance apart. Touch 1, touch 2. If you want to challenge, you can bring it all the way down to a high plank. Push back up. Up to you. For 3, 2, 1. There's an optional leg pull front here. So we lift the leg. Otherwise, we're holding in a plank. You can come down to your knees. Or modification, shoulder taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Let's lower safely to the mat. Breathe out. We're going to lift up into up dog. Take a big breath in. Lower down. Nice. Let's catch the breath here. Breathe in. Look up. Exhale. Come down to the mat. Reconnect with your breath. Let's go. Be mindful of your movement. Check in to see how the body's feeling. Can you take modifications? Do you need a challenge? We can continue here, or we're coming into a back extension. Lifting everything off the mat, hands and feet at the same time. We squeeze in 3, 2, 1. Let's squeeze, look up. Keep breathing. Point the toes, lift the feet up to the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. We have 3 more efforts here. Take your reset. Catch your breath. We come up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep the breath. Squeeze the back. Squeeze the glutes. Point your feet. Raise them up to the ceiling as high as you can. For 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. 2 more to go. You got this. Let's come up. 3, 2, 1. And up. Hold. Big smiles. You deserve it here. Let's go. Keep holding. Keep squeezing. Keep lifting the feet up. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Lower. 1 more to go. In 3, 2, 1. Hold. Keep your breath going. Keep pulling the feet up to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Lower down. The next time we come up, we can stay in our back extensions, or if this is you, raising up. I want you guys to give this a crack. So we're going to come into our swimming. Opposite arm to opposite leg. We kick and we flutter up and down. Let's go. Let's swim for 10. Keep breathing. Just keep swimming. For 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Nice work. We're going to lift from here into a down face dog. However you want to get there. If it's through a child's pose, or if you're lifting straight up, take the breath now. Good. Let's come into a full flow here. So come over the palms, shoulders. We look up, we sink into a nice up dog. Your knees can either be on the mat or you can leave them floating up to you. You're going to push back into down face dog and take your flow here. For 3, 2, last one. We're going to drop to the mat. Take a nice side lying position. And we're going to work on our sides. We're going to lift the leg up. If your wrist, and you need to give your wrist a break, you can come all the way down. Otherwise, you can come up on the forearm, slowly lifting and lowering your leg. For a challenge, float the arm behind the head, keep the core stable. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take that foot in, knee comes up. We're going to ride that bike. With our top leg, keep the bottom foot pointed. Keep your core stable. Hand behind the head for an optional challenge. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg comes over. Inner thigh lifts with the leg that's laying on the floor. Again, if your shoulder wants a break, you can come all the way down to the floor, hand behind your head. Keep that going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last one, our rainbows. Top leg again. We come over to the front. We draw a big rainbow, come to the back. If you want to stabilize, hold your core. Hand comes behind the head for a challenge. For 3, 2, last one. Good, let's roll to the back, looking up at the ceiling. Take a nice massage here, bring the knees into your chest. Come back out, knees into chest. You can bring the chin up. We come back out, feet don't touch the mat. Come to a nice little ball, massage the lower back. Come out, feet don't touch the mat. Let's keep this going. And out. A little massage, knees into chest. Come back out. Good. We're going to head to the other side. After one more set of crunches. Let's go. 10, 9. If you want to challenge, you can come all the way up to you. Keep breathing. Look up to the sky. For 5, 4, 2, last one. You can roll over onto your side. I'm going to switch directions so I'm facing you guys. We're going to start with our leg raises. So lift up and lower. You can come all the way down or you can come up on the forearm, whatever's comfortable. Hand behind the head for a challenge. Try not to wobble like me. Good. For 5, 4. Wobbles are good. It means you're working hard too. 2 and 1. Let's come in for our bicycle. So lift the knee up, straighten the leg, come all the way around. Just like you're riding a bike. Keep the toes pointed. Keep the leg locked when you straighten and all the way around. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That knee comes over. We start inner thigh lifting. Might want to come up on the forearm for this one, just to get a little bit more range of motion. Hand can come behind your head too. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got our rainbows. So leg comes to the front, leg comes to the back. Hand behind the head for a challenge. Keep the core stable. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're going to come to our backs again. Same thing. Lift and lower. Take a breath. And lift, hollow hold, and lower back down. Lift. Come back down, take a big breath. We have 5 more here. We're going to add on to it after this. Keep the toes pointed, keep your core engaged when you hollow hold. Big breaths in and out. 2, last one. We bring the knees in, hands planted to the mat, we lift up into a nice bridge. We hollow hold. Bridge. Keep the breath going, hollow hold. Make sure your fingertips can touch the back of your feet or your heels. Keep pushing. For 5. Keep the breath going for 4. Good. 2. On the last one, our hips are going to stay up to the sky. Float the arms up for a challenge, or you can come on your tippy toes. We're going to pulse or stay still for 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Hips stay up. The knees come out and in. Good. Getting that booty burn. It'll be worth it later. Let's go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're staying up there. This is an optional balance. Take one leg up to the sky, or we're pulsing. Up to you. If your leg's up in the air, swap it over, other leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the mat. Really hug your knees into your chest. Take a little massage. We're going to slowly rock up, like I'm rolling like a ball. Come up to a seated position. Grab a hold of your knees. Take some cat stretches here. Seated cat pose. If it feels good, you can rotate that rib cage around, really getting into the sides of the body. Take the hands over, come over the knees, push back into a nice 4-point tabletop position here. From there, we're going to flip the toes, push up to our last down facing dog. Take one leg up to the sky, bring it all the way through, come up into a nice lunge. Take a nice power pose here. If you can, interlace the fingers behind your back, bring your chest to your knee. Otherwise, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Straighten out the legs. Straight leg triangle. Let's stretch out that hamstring here. Try and get down the leg. Hand plant and come back into a down face dog. Other side. Leg comes through. Power pose here. Deep lunge onto that front leg is bent. Interlace the fingers. Optional chest to knee stretch here. Otherwise, we're in a nice power pose. Connecting with that breath again. Come over the front leg. Take a nice triangle stretch here. Weight on the front hands. We're going to drop to the knees, take a child's pose. Nice shelf over here. Look up to the sky. Peel through your cat stretch into your child's pose. We're going to walk our hands to our knees. Take a few shoulder rolls here. Shoulder rolls forward. Bit of a shimmy out if that feels good. Swing the arms. Let's get through the arms. I'll face you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Catch the elbow. Good. Reconnecting with that breath. It's all about mindful movement. Take the modifications as you need. And hopefully you will work up a sweat like me. Take it easy, let me know how you go. It's all about connecting that breath to your movement.